Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 477. We are on to a case of 24-25 Upper Deck Series 1. Obviously the Lane Hudson Outburst Gold's been pulled, but there's still some cool stuff left in this. So yeah, 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Good luck. And just as a usual note for this break, the gaming PvPs will just be done via left-right random at the end of the break for any non-numbered ones. Numbered ones we'll do individually. So, here we go. Sean, for new breaks, it's typically they get posted on Wednesdays. But it kind of depends on the week. I kind of want to start trying to change them to maybe being like once the breaks end Friday, if all the breaks fill, we post them then type of thing. Because I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, once, twice, third time, just so then like people who are here in chat kind of get the first dibs at them, and yeah, but we'll see. So normally it's Wednesdays. Next week will be Tuesday, and then moving forward it might change. So all right, 3 times on the teams. Once, twice, third time. And honestly, the best way is just to be subscribed to the email list for, I don't know if there's a group break specific option, but yeah, that's generally one of the best ways. So here we go. Kevin with the Rangers, Sam with the Avs, Johnny with the Jets, Brandon with the Flames, Kevin with the Blue Jackets, Chris with the Vegas Gold Knights, Eric with the Canucks, Kyle with the Senators, Jean-Francois with the Panthers, Kevin with the Stars and the Wild, Patty with the Bolts, Amit with the Islanders, Kyle with the Devils, Brandon with the Kraken, Jeff with the Bruins, Bill with the Habs, Carl with the Detroit Red Wings, Chris with the Utah Hockey Club, Dante with the Pittsburgh Penguins, Carl with the Kings, Brandon with the Ducks, Brian with the Philadelphia Flyers, Jason with the Nashville Predators, Dante with the Carolina Hurricanes, David with the Chicago Blackhawks, Steve with the Sabres, Bill with the Capitals, Francois with the St. Louis Blues, Peter with the Oilers, Kyle with the Sharks, and Leonard with the Leafs. There are your teams. And let me go ahead and get them copied here. And we will go to the team viewer, paste them in, change it so it's actually Utah. Looks correct. All right. Here's the team viewer. Everything again should be correct. If not, we always go by the random results. It's just something somehow messed up between Photoshop and Excel. So let's get started. It's what, 4:40? God, it feels like it honestly feels like 6:30 to me. I wish they would make it so that we were just on daylight standards time all the time. Because I like, it not being dark at 4 o'clock at night. All right, boxes can fall down. Da 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 da. Come on. There we go. All right, we're empty. Let's go ahead and put them this way. So what are we hoping to pull today? We're hoping to pull a good numbered Young Guns. And I want to see an Outburst Red. Those are my goals for the break. Those are the goals. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Box 1. As per usual, all Young Guns will get sleeved and top loaded at the end of the break. Yeah. And we're gonna end up ripping and stacking these in groups of 6. This is box 110. Sure, that can be recycling. All right, here we go. Box 1, first half. Let's go. Kyle Connor on the Outburst. PvP. So again, this will be a left-right random at the end of the break. So left would go obviously to San Jose, right would go to Vegas. Darnay for the Oilers. Clear cut of Carlo for the Bruins. Svechnikov on the canvas and Justin Brazeau on the Young Guns. You know, I'll put them there. Not a bad one to get. Draisaitl on the breaking news. Forsberg for the Predators and Kadri for the Flames. Aimbot Speckles. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do the these all separate. Aimbots of Rantanen. Crozier for the Bolts. Crosby for the Penguins. Because it really helps me when I'm sorting later. Barbashev on the canvas for Vegas. Hofer for the Blues. Co-op of Aho and Svechnikov. We got a retro Young Guns of Patrick Kane for Chicago. Still love these. They're very cool. Dubé for the Capitals. Demko for the Canucks. Should be back in a month or so. All right. First half. Yeah. I think this is still overall pretty solid rookie crop. I know everyone's kind of just like, oh, it's going to be meh, but it'll still be good. Series 2 honestly has a chance to be better than Series 2 this year, just without Bedard, but that might make the product overall better because people aren't hyped out as much. All right, here we go. Toffoli for the Kings, Cam Crowdy for the Utah, and Kaprizov for the Wild. McDavid on the Dazzlers for the Oilers, Fabry for the Red Wings, and PvP of Uyghur Hughes. Quinn Hughes has leveled up again this year, man. Dude is unreal. Maverick, oh, sorry. Oh. High gloss. Marcus Pettersson to 10 for the Penguins. High glosses are pretty tough to hit. You know what? We'll take that. That satisfies the Outburst Red or better requirement. Honestly, player I'd like to see the Canucks go out and get. Not just for the name. Maverick Bourque, good Young Gun, and Kaprizov. But man, like, if you haven't watched the Canucks this year, try and watch a Canucks game just to see how insane Quinn Hughes is. A-lines for the Oilers. Still really annoys me that this card just doesn't have McDavid on it for whatever reason. FOV of Jack Hughes and Cousins on the checkpoint. Charlie Coyle with the puppy on the canvas. Dustin Brown on the retro Young Guns. And then Gauthier Stankoven on the checklist. So again, how we always do the checklist is that if we get 2 of the base, both people get 1. If we only get 1, it'll be a random. If we get 1 and say like a high gloss or a different parallel, we'll random off the better one and the loser will get the worst. If we get 2 base and then like 1 high end one, we'll random off the higher end one and both people will get 1 of the lower end one. So Pretty straightforward. Try to make it as even as possible. Speckle, PvP, Doughty, Kachuk, Byfield on the XP, and Brat on the portraits. Box 1 done. Need to take some base card boxes in. All right, box 2. Magnify on the box numbers. All right, here we go. And Mary Clark's been sick for the Kings to start the year. Still not super high on him long term, but never know. All right, case hit. Matthew Kachuk, Pink Dazzlers. Caden Gooley and Matt Rempe on the Young Guns for the Rangers. O'Reilly on the Breaking News for the Predators. McDavid on the FOV and Crosby for the Penguins. Dubois on the Upper Silver. Jones Forsberg on the PvP. And Schneider for the Rangers. Checkpoints of Ethan Bear on the Sparkles. Lucas Cromier on the Young Guns. And Mark Scheifele on the Aimbots for the Jets. Garland for the Canucks. Also been very good this year. JT Miller, Elias Pettersson, Brock Besser on the A-lines. Kucherov Point. Got that lotto line up there. Brock Nelson, Gage Gonsalves, and a portraits question mark of Jeremy Swayman. All right, next half. Let's see what's hiding in here. Nicholas Backstrom on the Young Guns renewed. Kustendinov for the Wild. And Jack Hughes on the Aimbots. Dazzlers of Kopitar for the Kings. Burakovsky for the Kraken. And Wilson Aho on the PvP. Ooh, population count 500. Hellebuck for the Jets. With Nikita Chibrikov for the Jets behind it. Do we have a triple Jets pack? Do we have a triple Jets pack? We do! Hellebuck for the Jets. Okposo, Matthews, and McNabb. Ridley Gregg on the canvas. Mr. Ryan Getzlaf on the retro. And Zach Dean for the Blues. XPS Fetch on the Sparkles. Hedman for the Bolts. And Dobson for the Islanders. All right, box 2 is done. I think that was a little bit more interesting than box 1. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Got the camera tightened up a little bit. Notice it was moving. All right. Box 3. I'd like to see a Hudson here. Give me a lane. Here we go. Outburst of Couture, PvP of McTavish Keller, and Perfetti for the Jets. Black and white canvas, Giroux. Forrester for the Flyers, Kuznetsov for the Wild. Drew Doughty, Dylan Larkin, Jacques. Sparkles the past on the aimbots. There's a Stankoven. Nice one there for the Stars. Again, I think he ends up being the second most popular player from this set, but probably like, I don't know, it's close. Stützle for the Senators on the regular aimbots. Ovechkin, A-lines for the Ducks, Kaprizov, Eriksson, Ek. Evgeny Malkin on the retro, Brennan Othman, and Mark Stone on the portraits. Yeah, I like Stankoven's game. Always have. Don't get why he went. Well, I get why he went so late because he's short, and for whatever reason, people just were just like, yeah, maybe not. But dude's been good his entire career. Still continues to be good. And probably will be good for a very long time. Dallas was one of those teams that looked for, I don't know, a while that they were going to be kind of amped, but then they had one just absolutely insane draft when they got Heiskanen, Ottinger. Like that draft just absolutely has carried them. Perron for the Red Wings, Kachuk, and Cizikas. Canvas of Quinn Hughes, Erik Karlsson on the Young Guns, and Mukhamadullin on the Young Guns for the Sharks. PvP of Ovechkin, Karlsson, Caulfield, and Pettersson. Patrice Bergeron, Fedotov, and Jason Robertson. Nice Bergeron there. Fedotov's selling half decent so far too, so. Dazzlers of Beniers, Kyle Connor, and Larkin McKinnon. Oh, red breaking news of Tristan Jarry, $2.99. Unfortunately, it hasn't been that great. But hey, it's a number card. Jesper Wallstedt on the Young Guns. My favorite goalie from the crop. My favorite goalie not in the NHL. And a JT Miller portraits for the Canucks. There's box 3. And just base cards. On to box 4. Here we go. $554 on the box number. And let's hope for something sick. All right. Let's see, because we've been averaging, I think, 3 deluxes, 1 exclusives, and then like a numbered young guns per case so far. So hopefully it keeps up that way. I really like that ratio breakdown. Pionk for the Jets, PvP, Ovechkin, and Carlson. Ethan Bear for the Capitals on the checkpoint. Clear cut of Ferraro. Rasmus Dahlin for the Sabres. Mason Morelli for the Vegas Golden Knights. McDavid for the Oilers. Panarin for the Rangers. And McDavid for the Oilers. Cernak with another Maverick Bork. Well, Dallas, you got your young guns. And Nylander for the Leafs. Stützle, Nemec, and Hughes Bratt. McKinnon on the Young Guns renewed. Scott Morrow for the Hurricanes. And Carter Verhaeghe. Young Guns reneweds are really cool. I know value-wise they've just been kind of like slowly, steadily dropping, but really cool cards. All right. See what's hiding in here. What's going to be our numbered card for this box? A-Lines for the Ducks, Oilers of Draisaitl on the gaming card, and Cernak for the Bolts. Gerard, Skinner, and Poland. Pastrnak, Leon Draisaitl, and Alex Ovechkin. Brett Mertz, James Malatesta, and David Pastrnak. All right, let's see. We got a Thatcher Demko Dazzlers, a Zook on the canvas, and a Doughty Kachuk on the PvP. We got a pop count. Mason McTavish to 1,000, Liam Ogren on the Young Guns, and Austin Matthews on the portraits. 2 pop counts. It feels like you get 3 per case pretty consistently. Another stack of base cards. And we'll move the inserts out of the way too while we're at it. Go ahead and grab them here. There we go. All right. Box. What box are we on? 5? 5. I can count. All right, let's get it started. Hopefully we heat up a little bit in this break. Only the one Stankoven wall set. Like, it hasn't been bad. It's just like the high gloss is actually kind of sick, but it's not a big name, you know. You hope you get a big name. You want to see the Lane Hudsons of the world. Cutter Gauthier is kind of heating up a little bit. Man, Anaheim. Speaking of Anaheim. They look awful, but I wonder how much of it is honestly coaching. Kyle McLean on the Outburst Young Gun for the New York Islanders. Fantilli and Slavkovsky. Clear cut. Mackenzie Blackwood. Well, here's a random. Josh Doan and Olin Zellweger on the Canvas Young Guns. Utah and the Ducks. Chris and scanning for Anaheim. Brandon. Zach Ostapchuk on the Young Guns. Tavares, co-op of Stroman, Ovechkin, and Kaprizov for the Wild. Stay. Good Pedersen. Aho. Matt Rempe. Well, we got our 2 Rempies. And Tage. Bobby Brink. A-Lines of Detroit. And Bedard on the FOV. We have a Drew Doughty for the Kings. Chibrikov and Clayton Keller on the portraits. Feels like that last pack's always kind of been that. Young Guns renewed, and then portraits. Very consistent. That's one thing the product does seem to be, is very consistent. Which again, kind of like to see from a Series 1. Flagship should be pretty consistent with just like your variants being kind of your numbered cards and your Easter eggs and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's a really good flagship series. Like really good flagship set. I would get rid of the gaming cards personally. But that's me. They're just not my favorite. Taze with Matt Villalta and a Austin Matthews. Dazzlers of Voronkov with a Barkov and a Wyatt Johnston. Oh, called shot. Charlie McAvoy on the Outburst Red to 25. I said I wanted to see an Outburst Red in this break. Sure enough. McAvoy to 25. All right, that's sick. A high gloss and an Outburst Red in the same case. That's actually pretty sick. Archdeep Baines and Sidney Crosby. Zegras, Jason Robertson, Rupe Hintz, and Morgan Geeky for the Bruins on the check. Seth Jarvis for the Hurricanes, Tarasenko, and Yan Kuznetsov. Blues Flames. Hughes Bratt, Letang Barzell, and Nathan McKinnon. All right. I mean, hey, that's kind of pretty sick, honestly. I'll definitely take that every day of the week from Series 1. Two cards out of 25 or less. Heck yeah. On to the next box. Yeah, next week we'll do probably a full case of SP Authentic on the Friday, and then this is probably premiere on the Saturday is what I'm thinking. I was thinking of maybe doing the cup, but we shall see. All right, 1 second here. There we go. Grubauer on the outburst, Yossi Jakai. Clear cut Young Guns, Lucas Cormier, not the best one. Yan Kuznetsov on the canvas, and Frank Nazar. Joey Decord, Bedard Krasinski, and Austin Matthews. Cormier's got not the worst to get, but definitely not like one that you're super stoked for either. There is at least upside there. For Heggie, Logan Mailloux, and Leon Draisaitl. Dawson Mercer for the Devils, Ovechkin for the Capitals, and Crosby for the Penguins. O'Reilly for the Avalanche, Brennan Othman, and Timmy Stützle portrait. All right. What's our number card going to be here? I'm guessing a base deluxe. Hit a out of 25 and an out of 10. We're due for an out of 250. And again, we've been averaging 3 per case, and this is the halfway point. Due for one. We are due for one. Kadri with the Nikhil Thomas and an Artemi Panarin. Leo Carlson, Jared McCann, Noah Dobson, Dazzler's Canvas Gaming. Oh, Gaming Green, Quentin Byfield, 2/199 for the Kings. Well, that's not the best numbered card to get, but it's a numbered card. And not really on the player either. Byfield's a good player to get, just those don't do super well. Dubé and Forsberg. Sagan, or A-Lines for the Stars, Pedersen, Hughes, and Asa Lundell. Victor Hedman, Joe Pavelski, Zach Ostapchuk. Kirill Marchenko on the Sparkles, PvP of Byfield Zegras, and Nikita Kucherov on the City Satellites. All right, halfway point. I mean, hey, we got an outburst and a high gloss in the same case. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Oh, I'd take that. On to box 7. $165 on the box number. Here we go. Linus Ullmark on the outburst for the Bruins. McKinnon, Ovechkin. FOV blue of McKinnon. Logan Mailloux, Young Gun Canvas, and Colin Graff on the Young Guns. Cale Makar on the pop count. 2/1000 for the Avs. Matt Duchene. Well, that just might be a bonus pop count. DeBrincat Larkin and Jason Robertson. Curious to see if we get a second numbered card in this one. Chris Kreider for the Rangers. Ishakov and Elias Pettersson. Pavel Buchnevich, Mackenzie Weegar, Quinn Hughes. Logan Couture on the Young Guns renewed. Jack St. Ivany and Elias Pettersson. Oh, there's probably our 3 pop counts. Don't think we'll get any more, but who knows? Who knows? Purple? I don't know. Look kind of purpley. A-lines for the Flyers. Batherson Kachuk, or sorry, Batherson Kachuk Stutzla. McAvoy. Canvas of Troy Terry. Well, the T's on the 0506 Young Guns of Ryan Whitney and Sam Colangelo on the Young Guns. Verhaeghe Kachuk, PvP of Eklund Terry, and Clayton Keller for the Utahs. There's the real one that you want. Crosby for the Penguins. Crosby for the Penguins on the Young Guns renewed. Josh Waugh on the Young Guns and aimbots of Carter Verhaeghe. Connor Hellebuck, Jack Eichel, and Austin Matthews. City Satellites Black. Connor McDavid. With another Logan Stankoven. There we go. 2 Stankies. And Jacques in the portraits. Box 8. So far, I mean, about as expected. Like, honestly, there's nothing been like, okay, the red's sick and the high gloss is sick. So, you know what? There's been some cool stuff. $12 on the box number. Kreider on the retro. Lane Hudson. Well, that's why I opened up this pack one at a time. Just knew he was going to be in there. Didn't have the extra cards to go through. Or put down to sleeve and top with that. Ovechkin. Now we'll rip and stack. I saw the base card starting to fall and it's like, they just slid a little bit to the side. Joel Farabee, Adrian Kempa, and Suzuki Marchand. Zach Bolduc. Oh, we got lots of pop counts here. Logan Mailloux and Igor Shesterkin. Adam Fantilli, Cole Caulfield, Charlie Coyle. Bolduc's at least a rookie. Huh, so we're getting more pop counts in this case. So I've seen before. We're up to 4 now, but you know what? The Makar might have been extra. It's just the 4th card. Ingram for Utah, Carey Price, and Kyle McLean. Draisaitl, Bedard, and Panarin. Draisaitl was the Speckly Gaming XP. if you are looking for singles from this set, we will have the binder at the Langley show next weekend. Everything's kind of been priced out and just kind of needs to go into the little binder pages. But all right. Mintikov Doan on the Young Guns and Nikita Kucherov. Couture, A-lines for the Senators, and McDavid Draisaitl on the co-op. Huberdeau on the Young Guns Renewed, Marshall Rafai, and Sebastian Aho. Samuel Girard on the Outburst. PvP of Shesterkin and Sorokin. And Kotkaniemi for the Habs. Kucherov on the PvP Blue. It's just upside down for some reason. Zaka on the canvas, and Lilleberg for the Tampa Bay Lightning on the Young Guns, with a breaking news of Hedman for the Bolts and a Pastrnak FOB and a DeBrincat on the UD Portraits to round out the second third of the break. 2/3 down. Let's go ahead and do the usual. These cards to the side. Got a little insert stack over here. That. All right. $271 is a box number. Here we go. The sides felt good the past couple of boxes, but maybe we'll save that side. I had a good feeling about that side for some reason. Maybe I'm misguided. Maybe I am misguided, but I got a good feeling about it. So we're going to open it up last. All right. Flip. Here we go. John Tavares, Cameron Crowdy, and Nathan McKinnon on the aimbots. Dazzlers of Sagan, Mark Stone for Vegas, Pasta for the Bruins. Exclusives of Raphael Lavoie for the Oilers to 100. Wow. Joshua Waugh and Travis Konechny. That's a lot of non-deluxe cards, to be completely honest. Really good case for numbered base parallels. Are they the best names? I mean, McAvoy's pretty sick, but doesn't sell super well. So, A-lines for Vegas, Blues on the gaming co-op, and then Faber for the Wild. Dobson with a Marc-Andre Fleury Retro Young Guns, and Brad Lambert for the Jets. Kyrou Thomas, PvP of Mrazek Binnington, and David Pastrnak on the City Satellites. Canvas black and white of Fantilli. Scott Moore on the Young Gun canvas, and Jack St. Ivany. Cal Clutterbuck with Kopitar Byfield and Jason Robertson. It's got a little bit of like a mark above the upper deck thing there. Stuart Skinner, man, he's been bad. Sveshnikov and Crosby. I was a Stuart Skinner defender, but this year he's been just bad. Ovechkin on the City Satellite Sparkles. Nice Bradley Nadeau Young Gun. And Kyle Connor for the Jets. Evander Kane for the Oilers. Demko for the Canucks. Murchenko for the Blue Jackets. Carlson for the Capitals. Landon Seigert for the Chicago Blackhawks. And Mr. Cole Caulfield on the portraits. All right, so we reverted back to the left side being the best side. Here we go. Serial number 43, Quinn Hughes. And last pack of this half. All right. Let's see what we can find. Nikita Kucherov on the Outburst. Nylander Mintkov. Luca Del Bel Belouz on the Young Gun canvas, black and white. Ooh, we got the triple Young Gun pack here. Not the worst one to get, just not like the best one. So, Zach Dean and Ruslan Ishakov. Deluxe of John Marino to 250. Perron, Verhaeghe Kachuk, and Sebastian Aho. Whatever side I choose first always has a numbered card, it seems like. Austin Matthews, there's our first cutter goatee. A little bit of chipping on the side there, though. Just a couple chips on the side. It's the first time I've seen chips there in this set. Rantanen. Caulfield for the Habs, Tavares for the Leafs, and Kucherov for the Bolts. Stamkos for the Bolts, Brisson for the Vegas Golden Knights, and Mitch Marner for the Leafs. Let's top load and sleeve this guy up just so I have a track of the numbered cards. There we go. All right. Let's see I want to see one of those crossed up cards again. Those are really cool. Here we go. JT Miller for the Canucks, or not for the Canucks, for the Rangers, sorry. Del Mastro for Chicago. McCann for the Kraken. Chris Kreider, Jordan Kyrou, and Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt, very good player. McKinnon on the aimbots black, Colin Graff, and Sam Reinhart. A-lines for the Red Wings, Caulfield, Suzuki, and Watson for the Bolts. Farabee for the Flyers, Cam Ward for the Hurricanes, and Gonsalves for the Bolts. Panarin for the Rangers, Marner, Caulfield on the PvP, and Kreider for the Rangers. I'm shocked I haven't seen an Eric Stahl one. Honestly, yeah, I'm shocked they didn't do Eric Stahl for the Young Guns Renewed. Right? I don't think he's in the set. Not that I've at least seen. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember seeing him though. Oh, 2 boxes to go here. What are we missing? Honestly, like numbered Young Gun for sure. Like to see one of those, but outside of that, we got a high gloss, we got a Outburst Red, got our canvas black and white, got our clear cut Young Gun, maybe one more Outburst Young Gun. I know we hit Kyle McLean. Box 72, by the way. Next pack. Let's see what we got hiding in here. We have an Outburst, Young Guns, Akil Thomas. Not the worst. Not the worst. I like Akil Thomas. Not like obviously don't think he's gonna be anything special, but I was a big fan of his in junior. So PvP and Ekman Larson for the Panthers. Crosby Malkin on the co-op blue, Robertson, and Kyle McLean. Brad Marchand on the breaking news, Thompson, and DeBrincat. Nylander for the Leafs, Olin Zellweger for the Ducks. This one also has lots of chipping up top. Honestly, this is in really rough shape. Like, not great. McDavid for the Oilers. Morrissey for the Jets, Kucherov for the Bolts, and McKinnon Makar. Giroux. Well, good news is we have a second checklist, so we don't have to random these ones off, but I want to go back and look at some of the Young Guns. 1 second here. Well, that one's fine. The Stankoven's fine. Well, Hudson has a little chipping on the side there. And so does the other Stankoven. Okay. Just a bad run. All right. So these are out of the way because they don't need random now. Thomas for the Blues on the portraits. Here we go. A-Lines for the Rangers, Thomas for the Blues, Torchenko for the Blues. Novak, Scheifele for the Jets, and Graham Clark for the Devils. PvP, Mrazek Binnington on the Sparkles, Velarde Eichel. Alex Ovechkin. When it looked like it was no longer possible, he still got it done. One of the all-time greatest goals. But nice Young Guns renewed there. This one looks really chewed up on the bottom. It looks really bad from this angle, but yeah, the edges on these are honestly pretty rough. Like, especially when you shine some light on them, but Del Bel Blues. Can't put, like, I don't think they're bad enough to be, like, below an 8 type of thing, but just not, like, you know, they're not going to get 10s. Bratt, Luke Hughes, and Fantilli Cider. The Zellweger, I think, was the roughest one, and that one might have a legit tough chance. Pedersen, out of 250. All right, you got the 10, you got out of 250. All you need now is the exclusives, the Outburst Red, a few more. Sam Colangelo, let's see how this one is. Same thing, just the edges on these are meh, and Hedman. It happens every once in a while. I get a case that isn't like perfect, so sucks. But all right, final box. I mean, hey, overall still pretty solid. High gloss Outburst. 2 deluxes, 1 exclusives. Curious to see if we get a numbered Young Guns. Curious if we get one of those guys. I swear I got through the sticker. Then we just have the left-right random and the canvas random. All right. Box 869. Hopefully we can end on a nice card here. Let's go. First pack. Second pack. Third pack. Pack 4. Pack 5 and pack 6. Here we go. Outburst, Will Cooley. For the Rangers, McDavid, VC. Kemper for the Capitals on the canvas black and white. We got Brad Lambert on the Young Gun canvas and Zach Bolduc for the Blues. A-Lines for the Capitals, Gaudreau, Fantilli on the co-op, and Bedard. City Satellites. Marner for the Leafs, Frank Nazar. How's this one? You know, when you put it under the light, it's not horrible, but like when you put it under the light and you get the reflections off the edges, it's like, not great. But like, not in super harsh light, it's fine. And Kachuk. Canvas of Ottinger, Nyes on the breaking news, and Kaprizov on the FOV. Salmon for the Capitals, Akil Thomas, and Mr. Pasta. That's what I could go for dinner. Nice pasta, maybe a little bit of ravioli. Why did I just get a sudden craving for Chef Boyardee? All right. We got final 2 packs open up here. Last pack. Yotes on the A lines, Bruins on the co-op, and Borgen for the Kraken. Levi with a Henrik Lundqvist and a Gavin Brindley. Levi on the canvas. Nice Lundqvist and Brindley. Brindley's a pretty solid guy, I think. FOV of Draisaitl, PvP of Tavares and Stützle, Cole Caulfield on the City Satellites. Ryan Malone on the Young Guns Renewed, Zach Dean for the Blues, and there's no point in warm-ups for the Bolts. No numbered card yet. Shane Pinto, Brian Rust, Brady Tkachuk. Did we not get one? Oh, it's right here. Luke Hughes on the Deluxe to 250. With Lucas Cormier on the Young Guns and a Connor Bedard Portraits as the last card of the break. All right. Yeah, that was okay. No numbered Young Guns kind of was the only like real downer of the case, I think. But outside that, it was fine. Oh, and only one Hudson, not two, but would have been nice to have two. But at the end of the day, it's still like fine. Two Stankovens. Only one Gautier. You know what? That might have been actually a softer case. But we got randoms to do. We got the Young Gun canvas and the left rights for the PvPs. Let's get those done and do a recap, and then see ya, I guess, next week. But so left, right, and our first ever Utah. This is UHC, or is it UTA? UTA looks better. All right. Random.org time. Here we go. 3 times for the PvPs. Once, twice, third time. We have left on top. And for the Young Guns canvas checklist, Utah and Anaheim. Once, twice, third time, Utah. All right. Why are these so small? So, yeah, recap time. Overall, it was like fine. Nothing too fancy for numbered cards. We got 3 deluxes, sorry. We did still get our 3. Hughes, Pedersen, and Marino. We got 1 exclusives of Lavoie, Byfield on the XP to 199. Jari 299 on the Breaking News Red. We got 4 pop counts. Bolduc, McCarr, and McTavish all to 1,000, and a Hellbuck to 500. In terms of some cool retro Young Gun renewed, we got Ovechkin, we got Akil Thomas as our Outburst, and also Kyle McLean. 1 Cutter Gauthier, Del Bell Blues was our canvas black and white. 1 Lane Hudson, 2 Stankovens, Crosby, Wallstedt. Our clear cut Young Gun was Lucas Cormier. And then I don't know what our hit of the break is between these two. Technically, the high gloss is rare of Marcus Pedersen, but I just like the look of the Outburst Red, so we're going to go with that. So, Outburst Red of Charlie Coyle, hit of the break. That is Group Break 477. Like I mentioned earlier, the breaks for next week are going to get posted on Tuesday. We'll definitely have SP Authentic for Friday. That'll be live at the Western Canada Sports Collector Convention in Langley. So that'll be Friday, probably at 2 o'clock. It'll be an hour into the show, essentially. And then Saturday's break is either going to be Premiere or the Cup. I haven't quite decided. So, yeah, take care. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I will see you next week. Take care.